Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has warned that any US attack on Iran would trigger a regional conflict, according to Iranian state media. The warning comes amid heightened tensions between Washington and Tehran. The United States has increased its naval presence in the Middle East after President Donald Trump repeatedly threatened intervention if Iran does not agree to a nuclear deal or fails to halt the killing of protesters.
Meanwhile, Iran says its armed forces are at full military readiness amid rising tensions with the United States. Islamic Revolution Guards Corps Deputy Commander Ahmad Vahidi said his country is closely monitoring all enemy movements and dismissed the US naval presence as psychological pressure. Separately, an Iranian official clarified that the Revolutionary Guards have no plans to hold live-fire naval exercises in the Strait of Hormuz. He said the reports of drills planned for early February were incorrect, with Tehran saying no official announcement was ever made.
Iran says it will consider the armies of European Union countries as terrorist groups in retaliation for the EU's designation of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Parliament Speaker Mohammed Bakr Kalibaf said the move applies to EU states that place the Revolutionary Guards on the bloc's list of terrorist organisations. The European Union made the designation on Thursday, marking a symbolic shift in its approach toward Iran's leadership following what has been described as the country's deadliest crackdown on protests since 1979. Donald Trump has said that Iran is talking to the United States and suggested that a deal could be reached to avoid military strikes. Speaking on the matter, he said Iran was engaged in discussions with Washington and that the outcome would determine future developments. He added that a large US naval fleet was heading towards the region. Moreover, Trump also said that India would buy oil from Venezuela. He maintained that progress was being made towards a possible agreement between the United States and Cuba, adding that both sides appeared close to a deal. US President Donald Trump has said that the United States may work out a deal with Cuba, reiterating his call for Havana to negotiate with Washington. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One, Trump said he did not believe the situation had to become a humanitarian crisis. His remarks came days after he threatened tariffs on any country supplying oil to Cuba. Trump said Cuba's economic situation was dire, adding that the country has no money or oil and can no longer rely on support from Venezuela. Security forces have foiled a series of attacks by Fitna-e-Hindustan in several cities of Balochistan, killing 92 terrorists, including 3 suicide bombers. Operations conducted over the past 2 days have raised the total number of terrorists killed to 133. 15 security personnel and 18 civilians were martyred in the attacks. Search and sanitization operations are continuing in the affected areas. All attackers, planners, facilitators and abettors will be brought to justice.
15 people were killed and 7 wounded after a Russian drone hit a bus carrying miners in Ukraine's Dnipropetrovsk region. Police say the strike happened in the city of Terenivka. Energy firm DTEK said all the victims were employees returning from a shift at a company mine.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says a new round of US-brokered trilateral talks between Ukraine and Russia will be held in Abu Dhabi on February 4th and 5th. In a post on X, Zelensky said Kyiv was ready for a substantive discussion aimed at bringing the war closer to a real and dignified end. He said Ukraine's negotiating team had confirmed the dates following a briefing on the talks. In a post on X, Elon Musk has said the steps taken to stop the unauthorized use of the satellite internet service by Russia appeared to have worked. His comments came after Ukraine said it was working with SpaceX to prevent Russian forces from using Starlink to guide long-range drones in attacks. Ukraine's defense minister, Mikhailo Fedorov, said Kyiv had detected Starlink systems on drones used by Russia.
The Rafah border crossing between Gaza and Egypt reopened early Sunday on a limited trial basis. The move was meant to test security and technical systems, with only a small number of residents allowed through. Full two-way passage is expected to begin on Monday, under joint monitoring by Egypt, the European Union, and Israel.
The US State Department has approved more than $6.5 billion in potential military sales to Israel in 3 separate contracts. The Pentagon said the US State Department approved a potential sale of Joint Light Tactical Vehicle and related equipment for an estimated cost of $1.98 billion, and another sale of AH-64E Apache helicopters for $3.8 billion. A third military contract was also awarded for $740 million.
A deadly winter storm sweeping North America has killed more than 100 people across the United States. According to reports, over 170,000 homes remain without power as dangerously low temperatures grip large parts of the country. Blizzard conditions have hit the southeast, while forecasters warn another major storm is headed for the east coast. And Pakistan have decided to boycott the T20 World Cup group match against India on February 15th. The government said the team would not take the field for the game in Colombo. Pakistan have been cleared to play in the tournament, but they would forfeit 2 points by skipping the match.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.